Reform Immigration for America has been joined by more than 700 national, state, and local organizations around the country to make 2010 the year that Congress finally delivers comprehensive immigration reform. West Virginia Citizen Action believes comprehensive immigration reform will help get our economy back on track. Like most Americans, West Virginia workers are hurting. Comprehensive immigration reform will boost wages for all workers and benefit the entire economy. With a path to legalization, and we can create millions of new taxpayers by requiring undocumented immigrants to register, go through background checks, pay taxes, and study English on their way to becoming full U.S. citizens. This week's mobilization is occurring on the heels of major national developments in the immigration reform movement. Last Wednesday, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, urged the Obama administration to make immigration reform a priority to enhance national security and improve our struggling economy. In addition, a major economic report from the Center for American Progress and Immigration Policy Center released on Thursday demonstrated that even during a recession, a path to legalization for immigrants would add $1.5 trillion to the U.S. economy. It will raise the wage floor for all workers and generate up to $5.4 billion in new tax revenues. Immigration reform has a track record of bipartisanship, and we urge Senator Rockefeller to work with his colleagues and embrace this historic opportunity to tackle this serious national issue that affects all of us. I also have a statement from Sister Azar over in Martinsburg, West Virginia. She is with West Virginia Catholic Charities Rural Outreach and Immigration Services. She provided the following statement. As someone who works with Catholic Charities in our Martinsburg, West Virginia office and deals with the immigrant community in the Eastern Panhandle on a daily basis, I see great need for comprehensive immigration reform. There needs to be a way for families to remain united, especially those with U.S. citizen children, and for immigrant parents to be able to provide for their families. Thank you.
Okay, Reverend Jim Lewis from Charleston. I'm here as a resident of Charleston after over 30 years of work with immigrant workers, migrant workers, and in a large degree with poultry workers in this country. If you're going to eat a piece of an apple or a piece of chicken in this country, chances are real good that an immigrant worker handled that. The problems in this country right now, and in the state of West Virginia, coming back to West Virginia after having done that work in 3 states with immigrant workers, coming back here and finding immigrant workers here in West Virginia, seeing the problems they face like are faced across the nation. And that is, they're able to be hired at a very low wage by employers who don't treat them right. It keeps everybody's wage down. And until those workers can be identified and taken through a process in which they are made legal, we're going to continue to see low, and lower wages here in West Virginia and across the country. We see it over and over again. The things that have been described, that they should have English training in English, they should be able to pay their taxes and be a part of a contributing part politically and economically in our country. Many of them are, and many of them aren't. And so it's a long time past having immigration reform here, so that this moral issue, and I want to emphasize that, this is a moral issue, treating people right and getting wages up so that everybody benefits by the work that's done around the very food we eat and the very economy that we're dependent upon here. So it's been wonderful going back to West Virginia, having done a lot of it. We're seeing 1,000 immigrant workers a month from where I came. Now to see them here in West Virginia and see them treated poorly and see it affecting all of the workers here in West Virginia because of the low wages. So it's a moral issue this country has to face. Senator Rockefeller worked closely with us when I did my work in Delaware, and hopefully he will continue to do that good work here in West Virginia.
My name is Sam Hickman. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the National Association of Social Workers, West Virginia chapter. I don't think think it's a secret that nobody is happy with the status quo in immigration in this country. Conservatives, liberals, or immigrants themselves, legal and or undocumented. It is an economic issue, sure, but as Reverend Lewis pointed out, it is also a moral issue in this country. The exploitation of our fellow human beings will continue until we take action as a nation. The United States is a nation of immigrants. It is a source of our strength. In this land of opportunity, we need not close our doors, but we should securely protect our borders and our legal citizens. We are working to try to make this happen. The current political environment is ripe for some action on immigration reform. It is a serious national problem that many people are clamoring for action on. Not only immigrants themselves, but businesses, local business leaders, labor leaders, elected officials, civil rights leaders, and people of faith from diverse groups. It is a long time past the time for Congress to fix this important issue. Our ineffectiveness and our inaction has taken precious resources away from our ability to address more serious issues. Some people call for mass deportation of immigrants, but this is a simplistic solution to a very complex problem. Embracing immigrants, bringing them into our economy, and making them part of the American dream will increase our revenues and economic growth in tremendous ways. This has already been addressed. It will also improve the wages of not only immigrant workers, but also all American workers. So the National Association of Social Workers would urge Congress to take action, and particularly ask Senator Rockefeller to take a leadership role in immigration reform. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everybody for being here today and addressing an issue that is long overdue to be dealt with, and look forward to working with many other groups around the state here in West Virginia to advance immigration reform. Thank you.